Hello, everybody. It is Press Buttons. Welcome back again to another episode for the Tech Podcast Press Buttons. I am so glad y'all can be with me today. So today we are going to be talking about, welcome to Tech Weekly number 14. Tech Weekly number 14. Today we are going to be talking about just some things that have been going on in the tech industry. It was big. It was a very, very big week for Apple users. They announced a whole bunch of new devices. We're going to kind of go over that. Yeah, that's really about it. Honestly, what we're going to go over, not super much that we're going to go up to today. So we're going to kind of go over just a little summary of all the Apple devices. There are 6 of them that we got announced this week. And then also one other thing we're going to talk about is ChatGPT just announced a brand new model, GPT 5.4. We're going to talk about that as well. So let's go ahead and talk about everything. So this is going to be a summary of Apple's products that they launched this week. If you want to learn more about it, go check out my podcast, or go check out my previous podcast where I talked more in depth about them. And they had videos. They were video podcasts, so you can take a look at them on video form. The second one that I did for my second episode, there were technical difficulties, so I unfortunately could not do a video podcast for that one, so it was just audio for that one, but the other 2 were they were videos. So you can go check those out on my podcast to learn more about these devices. So the first device that was announced, the first 2, is the iPhone 17e and the iPad Air with the M4 chip. So the iPhone 17e has an A19 chip. It has a starting storage of 256 gigabytes, an improved 48 megapixel camera, MagSafe support for the C1X modem, which is found in the iPhone Air, and it starts at $600. Next is the iPad Air with the M4 chip. It has the M4 chip, has 12 gigabytes of RAM, it has 11-inch and 13-inch models, up to 1 terabyte, has Wi-Fi 7, and up to 30% faster than the previous model. Next was the MacBook Air with the M5. As the M5 chip, it has a 13-inch and a 15-inch liquid Retina display. It starts at 512 gigabytes and it goes up to 4 terabytes. It has a 12 megapixel center stage camera, up to 18 hours of battery life, 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, a Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6, and a neural accelerator for AI tasks. Next was the M5 Pro and M5 Max for the MacBook Pros. The CPU went up to 18-core, or GPU. The GPU goes up to 40-core. The base storage was 1 terabyte. The models were 14 and 16-inch. The connectivity is Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6. It has much faster AI and graphics performance. Next was the Studio Display XDR. It has a mini LED panel up to 6K. Up to 140 hertz, Thunderbolt 5, and improved camera and speakers. And they also had the regular Studio Display, and that one just went up to 5K and didn't have, it went up to 60 hertz. It had a little bit less of an advanced display, but I feel like it's kind of a lot. Like, you're paying I think it was like it's like about $30,000 for a monitor. Like, I feel like that's just kind of too much, honestly. And finally, the thing that everybody's been waiting for, the MacBook Neo. This is the MacBook that we've been talking about for a long time now. That was going to be the low-cost MacBook. And by the way, if I am talking too fast, please slow down the podcast. Sometimes I talk a little bit too quick. So if I talk too fast, please slow the episode down. So the MacBook Neo is what they decided to call it. It has the A18 Pro chip, which is found in the iPhone 16 Pro. It has 13-inch display. There's 4 colors, which is blush, silver, citrus, and indigo. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM. It has up to 512 gigabytes. Starts at $600. And here's the thing. It's 256 and 512 gigabyte, right? For 256 gigabytes, you do not get the Touch ID with it. So you have to pay the 512 gigabyte one, which is $700 to get the Touch ID, which I feel like that's just kind of a little bit much, but I mean, you are getting extra storage and you're also getting Touch ID, which I feel like paying extra for Touch ID, I think is just a little bit kind of out of the park, but it's okay. Finally, what we're going to talk about today is GPT 5.4, ChatGPT's new model. It is better at solving complex problems in multi-step tasks. It has improved performance in areas like law, finance, and research work. It scored 83% on a professional knowledge work benchmark. It can process up to about 1 million tokens of information at once. It means that it can analyze entire books, long documents, or huge code bases in one prompt. One of the bigger updates is it can interact directly with software. It can use apps, click buttons, type commands, and navigate interfaces. It can even write code that controls a computer automatically. This is a big step towards AI agents that can do work for you. So there is several versions. 5.4 is standard. 5.4 thinking is focused on deeper reasoning, and 5.4 Pro uses more compute for extremely complex tasks. And it has about 33% fewer hallucinations, which is false information, compared to earlier models. So I think that's really, really good. So everybody, guys, thank you so much for listening to the Tech Podcast Press Buttons, and I will see y'all next week on Tech Weekly number 15. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.